Hey, what's up? So it is Monday now, the 29th. We're officially 12 weeks out. Yesterday, Sunday, kind of had a cold. Didn't get to work out. Kind of just laid low. Sunday morning is normally my busiest day as far as personal training goes. I am like the Sunday morning coach, so I have plenty of clients to train. So once I got done with all that, like I was kind of like, I'm not really doing too good. I think I'm gonna take today as like a rest day and just work out throughout the week or whatever. That's one thing I like about my training program is it's very flexible. So instead of taking like Tuesday as a rest day, I just took Sunday as a rest day. Yeah, I kind of felt it a little on Saturday evening once we were done with training. Just laying down like, yeah, I'm not doing too good. I'm gonna, go to bed a little bit. Woke up Sunday going, yeah, I got some kind of cold. I feel pretty good today though, Monday. So I think I'm going to be up for this push workout we have. But yeah, it was one of those where it just kind of like made me feel a little crummy. Nothing bad, just like, yeah, I'm going to just lay down today. Cool thing is, we did kind of see a pretty good weight drop today. What was it? So I've been seeing 161.8 for 2 days in a row. So Saturday and Sunday. Today, Monday, we saw 161.0. So I was surprised to see a 0.0 drop because that's literally almost, that's a little bit right into like the 160s. So we're right there at the 160s at 12 weeks out, excuse me. Funny thing about 12 weeks out, my first 3 years of competing, like for some reason, someone told me in the gym, an old competitor back in the day or whatever, they would always do just like 12 weeks out. 12 weeks was like the magic number for a contest prep. So Steve and I, honestly, like almost all of our first preps were almost just 12 weeks out. Regardless of how much weight we really needed to lose or how much time we generally needed to take, it was always just 12 weeks out. I don't know. So prep started at 12 weeks and you just went really just balls hard the entire time. Like cardio almost every single day, just cutting calories. At some point you had cardio in the morning, so you're doing double cardio sessions 7 days a week. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It was different. And with us being drug free, it was kind of like, man, like we just ended up with like kind of like, I don't know, wonky physiques, not really filled out physiques. We look good, but it wasn't like I was like crisp or anything, And that's when I started finding more about like these, natural bodybuilding coaches out there, and they would always, recommend longer preps, like 20 weeks. And it's funny, when I would think 20 weeks is a long time. 20 weeks really isn't that long either. This one, like if I do this entire prep, this entire fat loss phase, it's a little aggressive for what I'm doing, to be honest with you. It's 31 weeks total, which is ridiculous for just kind of like bringing like, let's say 95% of my best. But I was that far off season too. So the one thing I've really learned from this fat loss phase is this off season, I have to keep things tighter. So that's going to be one thing I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to take the reverse really seriously coming out of this prep, and keep shit tight in the off season. Make sure I don't put on too much body fat, because I do not really want to. If I do a long prep next year, I would like it to be where my weight loss, where my fat loss, whatever, is relatively slower than what it is right now. But yeah, so Monday, push workout, bench press, incline press. I am moving shrugs over to today, so we got some shrugs again today, some triceps and some lateral work today. No big deal. Let's get after it. All right, and on to the workout. It's my push day, and we're going to start off with some bench pressing. This felt really good today. Still kind of just taking it easy, kind of just taking one rep at a time with it, because I am losing weight. Lost 2 pounds last week, so it is going to start affecting my lifts here soon. So I kind of want to talk a little bit about the length and partial stuff that's really been exploding over the past year, and just kind of like my 2 cents on it a little bit. One, if you're not familiar with what length and partials are, basically what it is, there is some data and some studies that have basically come out that have shown that the lengthened portion of the exercise, so like right now as I'm in the hole on the bench press, that is where a majority of the hypertrophy is coming from. And hypertrophy is what causes muscle growth. So you're getting a majority of your hypertrophy in that lengthened position of the muscle. So when my chest is fully at the bottom position, my chest is fully stretched, that is the lengthened portion. And so what a lengthened partial is basically when you're going from the stretch position halfway up, so partially up and then back down. So kind of just keeping your muscle in that lengthened position. And the studies basically put lengthened partials against full range of motion, so all the way down, all the way up. And they kind of show that, yes, a lengthened partial is more effective for muscle growth than a full range of motion. Now, for me, I need to kind of at least see more stuff come out before I switch all the way over to just lengthened partials. I am doing it on a few exercises. Like I said in the past, my chest flies, dumbbell chest flies, I'm using it on those, which are basically lengthened partials anyways. But my one big takeaway from everything that's coming out is it really goes to show you how important that stretch position is on exercises for hypertrophy and building muscle. So like a great example, the skull crusher, that stretch position is incredibly important. This does not mean I'm gonna start just doing everything lengthened partials and just get rid of my full range of motion exercises. But it does really go to show you, hey, make sure you're getting a good stretch and getting your muscle in that lengthened position if you can. So over this past year, it really made me focus a little bit more on exercise selection. And like a good example of this lying lateral raise, I can get one heck of a good stretch at that bottom portion compared to a standing or a seated standard lateral raise. You know what I mean? So right now at the bottom, I get one hell of a good stretch. I'm able to get my delt fully in that lengthened position. And that's really what I'm trying to focus on nowadays. All right, and a little bit of a posing up. It's not really a posing update. It's more of like a physique update. This is 2 days off of my refeed, and I'm definitely full and dry. So one of the problems is when I do a refeed or a high carb day, the next day I'm full, but I'm kind of watery. And it's the second day that I kind of lose that water and dry out a little bit. So I'm very happy with how I look off of this refeed. All right, so the workout went really good. Even though I wasn't feeling good yesterday, I did go to bed at like a decent time. So I feel like between having like a refeed and just getting in plenty of sleep last night, made the workout pretty good. Nothing too horrible or anything. Update on the house. Basically, we didn't put a bid in. They informed us that they had a lot of bids, and quite a few of them were above the asking price. And the asking price was kind of like the top of what we were top of our budget, so to speak. So it was one of those where we could make it work, but it was like, man, I don't know. So we just kind of let it go. I really did like the house. I really did. It was one of those where it was checking all my boxes, you know. The only downside to it was it's a half an hour from my gym. So that was the only thing that I'm like, man, that's a little bit of a drive. One of the problems with owning a gym and doing personal training, you're kind of up and down. You're back and forth a lot. So I'm at my house and then I'm going back to the gym for something. Either I have to train clients, inbound stuff, something comes up and I just have to be there. So you kind of want to be a little bit closer than a half hour. But honestly, I would have drove a half hour multiple times a day for that house. It was really cool. But we'll keep looking, you know, so just seeing what we can find. The market's not the best right now, but just keep looking. Whoa. All right. Back at the house now. What is it? We're all done with lunch. About to eat a pure protein bar before I actually have to head back up to work for the evening stuff. Not a whole lot to do, just a couple hours worth of stuff. No cardio sessions today. I'm going to knock one out tomorrow is my plan. So today, no cardio or anything. What are we gonna do? Head up to work, cook chicken for dinner. Trying to think. New House of the Dragon episode. So I'm excited to see it. I forget what episode we're on, man. But I'm trying to stay off like TikTok and like Instagram Reels, so I can like not have the episode spoiled for me. But it's getting hard because I keep like flipping through and they keep showing something. Nope, don't want to see it yet. Don't want to see it yet. So I'm gonna wait until Jessica gets home tonight and we can watch it together. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching.